Hey y'all, my survivors. I hope y'all doing good. Welcome to my first installment of How I Beat Cancer. Even though this is my personal story about overcoming cancer, you can use the same information to overcome anything. So, this is what I did. It all started back in the early winter of 2013. Now, this was not long after the time that everybody thought the world was going to end in 2012. Well, it didn't. But at that time, I thought it was the end of my world. You see, when I was pregnant with my youngest child, I was always sick. It's like, I don't know why, but sickness just kept coming to me. Every time I would overcome something else would come to me. And I felt like that, for nearly the entire pregnancy. I just felt weaker and weaker. And I actually thought I was about to die. So I went to the doctor, as anybody would. And after a few labs and biopsy, my first biopsy, they determined that I had cancer. But although I was sick, I didn't believe it was the cancer that was making me sick. I didn't believe I had cancer at all. I just thought, man, it seemed like every time I get pregnant, I'm just having this sickness, They call it morning sickness, but no, I had it all throughout the day, the night. I had a bunch of things going on that was outside the criteria of regular morning sickness. I just was sick, period. So I refused that cancer diagnosis and just chalked it up to being pregnancy sick. So basically I was in denial. And I stayed there in denial all the way throughout the full pregnancy, through the birth of my child, and up to about 5 or 6 months after breastfeeding. And that's where I noticed, okay, something's up. Every time I would breastfeed, one breast would never completely empty, and the other one would. So at my next doctor appointment, I let her know that, when I breastfeed, only one side would empty completely. She told me, oh, this is common. It happens to new mothers all the time. It's most likely a clogged milk duct. So she told me that I should put like a hot, warm compress on it and it'll eventually drain. So she sent me home and I did what I was told and I continued to breastfeed. But days later, same problem. It still never fully drained. Then weeks later, it never drained and it was time for my another follow-up appointment, postpartum. So I talked to my doctor again and she looked at it. And by that time, time had passed, I had developed another lump. This one was above my breast. It was in my chest wall and the lump had grown like big enough to be another breast. It just was in the wrong place. And the breast that would not empty completely, that one started changing too. My nipple started trying to turn around inside. Okay, so let me try to explain it. You know how people belly button, some people get innies and some people have outies. So it looked like my nipple was trying to turn from an outie to an innie. It was like inverting inside back into me. Like it just, it was looking wrong. And my doctor saw that. And she said, yeah, let's go get some labs done just to make sure, So off to another doctor, got the labs done. And the labs came back. They said it was cancer. So that was my second diagnosis. And then I officially ended my denial. Yeah, I had that shit. But the thing is, after the pregnancy, I was feeling better now. I was only sick during the pregnancy. After I had the baby, Oh, I was good. Even though I had to fess up to the truth that I did indeed have the cancer. My mindset was it was so strong to tell me, oh, I can beat this. I'm feeling better now. I'm good. I got this. I had a lot of good things going for me. I was young. I was healthy, outside of my pregnancy. I always been athletic. I always followed a good diet. And I thought I can beat this. You know how people say be careful what you wish for, because it just might come true. Well, that's true. Your words and thoughts are powerful. You can literally speak things into existence. And that's what I did. I manifested my healing of cancer. I thought so strongly about it and believed it that I could beat this. And I did. I thought it. I thought I could beat it. I said I can beat it. I wrote down I'm going to beat this. And then I made a plan to beat this. And that was 7 years ago. And I'm still here. And I owe it mostly to a positive mindset of thinking and believing that I can. So if there's something that you're going through, just keep repeating to yourself over and over, I'm going to get over this. I'm going to beat this. I'm going to heal from this thing. And you will, just like I did. So try it for yourself. It works. Because you are what you think. This concludes my first installment. So think positive. I love you.